Good morning, it's Sunday, July 17th, and welcome to another garden tour. You're going to notice quite a few large changes, so let's get it going. Starting out with our poppies, which are just hanging on for dear life. There's little flowers here and there, but pretty much we're done for the season there. Move on to the strawberries, which have started to send runners out of the barrels. Just a ton of runners. I can't wait to be able to transfer these out of these barrels for next year into the bed. Now we look here, our cucumber is steadily moving down the trellis. We've got our beans are starting to look actually good again. There's quite a few beans on there. We're probably about ready to pick. Our peas back there starting to flower, so we'll see if we get some peas going here soon. Oh, we got another member of the giant sunflower gang. Shed for perspective. Hopefully this one holds itself up. I do have the stake already in there, so we'll see. Come down here to the Carolina Reaper. We actually have two Carolina Reapers now. I don't know if you can see this. There is one right there, and then the one that's back over there. So maybe it's the beginning of something. We get quite a few of them. We come over here to the jalapeno, which just loves this heat. Loves it. We've got so many jalapenos. But if the jalapeno loves it, the habaneros absolutely love it. It's just loaded with them. Can't wait to actually, at least to start changing color and start harvesting. We move on to the asparagus. This is the newest addition to the asparagus forest. Look at this. I can't wait till next year when hopefully these come out and I can have a harvestable asparagus. The tomato, it's kind of slowed. There's a few I can pick right now. But for the most part, I am not picking nearly as much as I was even a week ago. And it's kind of topped itself off. Now, big open patch here, which I need to find something to plant in there. I'm not sure yet, but probably a live plant from a nursery or Home Depot or something. But that is where the onions were. And I will take you to my drying area here a little bit, show you where the onions are now drying. Then we come over here to, I forgot the name of these last week. These are marigolds. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's screaming, marigold. It's marigold. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Look at all the webs. So our eggplant is looking much better. There's a few dying leaves, but it's putting on a whole bunch of new. Ooh, looks to me like I've got maybe the possibility of a new eggplant. We'll see. Our banana pepper is just absolutely surrounded by the marigolds, and I don't really see it putting off any new anything. But the bell pepper, on the other hand, it absolutely is. I'm getting some new bell pepper production, which is awesome. Let's shift our focus to more marigolds. The remnants of our giant sunflower that was here. This is what's left of the base is producing this. So this is becoming more and more of a problem though. I can't quite get through here without moving things. So there we go. Now we look in here. This mass of vines and leaves, and I actually kind of love it. So our pickling cucumber is just consistently producing, which is good. I've had to pickle quite a bit. I'll probably look at making some relish next, just to see like exactly how you do that. But move down into here. Cucumber. cantaloupe, doing really well. I have discovered that I have a watermelon back there, but I'm not sure the variety, so I'm not sure exactly when to pick it. So hopefully I can figure that one out. We've got our squashes. Ooh, there's one right there. And there's two back there. Now, as you can see, the corn is gone. R.I.P. corn. It was time. There was nothing left to pick off of it, and I wanted to plant something new. So I did. I planted some more corn, and I planted quite a bit more. Well, here's some coming up right there. There's one over there. Oh, my phone's getting wet. And those are more pumpkins, because something struck the pumpkins. I don't quite know what it was, unfortunately, but I've lost quite a bit of the leaf matter and some pumpkins. Like there's one right over there. So unfortunately, it's dying back. But it did this last year too. I don't know exactly what happens, but maybe it's the heat. I'm hoping it's just the heat, because I don't really see anything. It's getting plenty of water. Or there's an infestation of something that I don't know, which is possible. But anyway, now the sunflower is getting ridiculous, like ridiculous. Like, I didn't know this could happen. Ridiculous. As much as I don't want to, I may have to start trimming it back. But so let's move on back past that again. Okay. Whoa. So look at all these. I don't know if you can see them. All the bees, which are great. But don't get me wrong, they are great. And I will include sunflowers next year for sure. But that's gonna have to be more controlled. But we'll see. So there is the main garden. Let's go take a look at our onions I was talking about. Open up the shed here. Decided it was the driest, coolest place. Smells like onions in here. Should have taken you along for the ride when I was picking these, but I didn't think about it, so. We got a pretty good size ones here. Most of them are in this size range. There's a not too bad one right there, but the ones that are green I just picked yesterday. The rest I picked earlier in the week, so they're getting papery. That's what I want to see. I'll trim off the stalks and we'll have onions. So let's move on. Let me lock this up. Let's move on to our favorite trees. As always, the peach is being a peach. New growth, getting taller than me here. Or quite a few stalks are taller than me. Next year, I am really hoping for something amazing. These are a little curled. It's not getting any water. I feel like it. Is this not running? Okay, that's slightly worrisome. That's wet though. Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate why that feels so dry, because this is very dry. It's not good. Okay, I'll have to figure that one out. Come on over here. So I had to pick the apples earlier than I had wanted to. There's a few left, but these are little tiny guys. And that is because the birds started to attack. I had lost 7 or 8 in a matter of a couple days, and it was just only going to get worse. So I picked what I could, what I thought was big enough to really pick. A few of these are left, but not quite where I wanted to be. So hopefully they'll hold on long enough to get a little sweeter. Now it did try and bud again, which seems odd. I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this to have more foliage, because I think that's the big deal here, is that all these apples are out in the open where the birds can see them. Because even this didn't really do what I was expecting it to do. So I'm gonna have to do a little more research, and this fall I'm gonna definitely have to figure out how to trim this. But that is something for another day. Let's move on to our final thing here, and that is the side. So here's another sunflower, right? I don't know what variety this is, but it looks like it's going to bud here soon, so I'm assuming it's not the ones that I've had back there. It's a different variety, so it's gonna get maybe this big, get a full head on it, and we'll be done. Oh, and if you're wondering about that, I had a minor cooking accident. Anyway, yeah, I need to get out here and weed. It's looking pretty bad. 2 asparagus over here. This guy got them tall, but they're too big to hold themselves up. And that is about it. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next Sunday. Have a great day.